Okay, as you guys know, I've been wanting a spreader, so I want to give this a try on a nice day like today. So, son of a bitch, it worked. The sun is shining, it's gonna be a nice day out. Let's go start this week off right. Welcome to Monday. I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm in a bad mood already. I'm trying to be optimistic. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. First problem up, I was told there is no power at the truck scale, so gonna go see what the hell we got going on there. Well, we got power over in the shed because I just put DEF in my pickup, so it's not a power company problem, it's an us problem. Which is, I suppose, both good and bad. Because it means our heater's been running in there. Because we don't winterize our sprayer. This thing gets so nasty. Yeah, you know what that means? I don't know what that means. Lights on. Maybe. Oh, I'll go flip some switches, see what happens. Being the certified electrician I am, I flipped the breaker and nothing changed. So I don't know what the hell to do. Went and grabbed an electric tool so I had a way to start testing things, because that's the only thing I know how to do. That receptacle's got no power. That receptacle's got no power. That one does. So I plugged it in there. I don't know, came on. It says minus 80. Now it says 0. Okay, problem solved. Moving on. Okay, after about a 45-minute powwow, everyone's heading in different directions. The tuna has returned after being gone for what felt like 2 months. It's kind of peaceful and organized. And on hour 1, he's already got everyone going in different directions than I had planned on, but whatever. I can tell he's kind of panicking because here we are, the first week of March, and because of the way the winter went, we weren't able to get in the fields and do anything like usual. So we've got a crap ton of work to do with water coming in about 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. So, Aaron is going to work on sprinklers, keep getting them serviced up and ready. Cameron and Glenn are in the shop this week, or today. They're going to get the Harrow hooked up, start going over it. We've been searching and searching for a new one and cannot find one. So we're going to try and figure out how to make the old one functional, because last year it wasn't hardly doing anything. So we're going to work on that and get the 470 unhooked and ready. Maddie's got a bunch of cattle sorting to do. I am now going to start working on the sprayer after I get gas, because this thing's been beeping at me all morning. I'm out of fuel. So yeah, day 1 of tuna being back, and it's a complete cluster. But you know, whatever. Figure it out. Okay, quick PSA. Don't buy generic Pop-Tarts. They suck. So, this hay shed, we always refer to as a spray shed because we got one enclosed bay on it. And keep all the spray equipment in here. Time to see what'll start. But first I gotta drag this thing out from underneath. Which means I gotta rearrange that end back there to make room for this. We got too much crap in here. So I haven't been in this shop since I stopped spraying in August. Huh. Well, now I know why that sprayer wouldn't fit over here, because, well, we got bags apparently blocking that giant open area. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff to clean up in here. Hooray! All the equipment's out. Got that side already swept out and cleaned, starting on this side. Trash is all hauled off. Other than Maddie's mess in the corner, I told her she gets to handle that one. Yeah. Starting to warm up and getting all sweaty. But the other thing I keep stopping and trying to figure out is a better setup for my chemicals. Because these pumps just are not lasting. If I get a season out of them, it's a miracle. That one, I didn't even get a season out of. So I'm not going to use pumps anymore. I want to gravity flow everything. Which means I need that handler kind of right here. But I got to change a bunch of plumbing. I don't want to do that. So I don't know. I got to figure this out. I would put it over there and use that rack. But I have to pull that sprayer all the way. That thing is so long. When I step out of that sprayer onto the ground, I'm about right here. There's just not enough room. And then I'd be running these big hoses back and forth. I don't know. The other frustrating part is because this one's up against the wall and these are in front, whenever you go to change these, you got to be able to move everything. I move that giant bulky thing right there, have it hooked up to this one, because the way everything flows, it just I don't know. Maybe move this one over here, move that and my roundup, which is normally over there, over here, and I can just gravity flow them straight across. I'm not looking through the camera, so I was probably pointing off into outer space there for you guys. I don't know. Back to sweeping and more contemplating. Gotta clean. Still can't decide what I want to do here. Shut the sprayer off because it's been running for an hour. I'm just gonna leave this, let it keep airing out, because I got a phone call. It's off to the next fun-filled project. And potentially for the first time, I am not being sarcastic when I say next fun-filled project. I'm actually overly excited for this one. Okay, so a little bit of background on how this all came about. So if I didn't talk about it in the last video, I've hit 1,000 subscribers. Once again, thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me that you're watching and subscribing. Got an email last week from YouTube telling me, hey, here's all the cool new achievements you've unlocked. Apparently, at 1,000 subscribers, you start unlocking the snap. But the level I am at, what the snap does is take something small and it'll make it bigger. So I'm gonna, and no, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm gonna try something here. Okay, as you guys know, I've been wanting a spreader, so I want to give this a try on a nice day like today. So, son of a bitch, it worked. We wound up making a deal on the spreader I went and looked at. We debated on which way to go. We chose to go with the new one just because manure can be really hard on equipment. So the idea of a used one kind of spooked us a little. We did upgrade this one with scales. That's why we actually made the deal right at a month ago. And then with shipping delays on the scale parts and then parts not showing up in the kit, it just took forever. And then the weather last week sucked, so that delayed it even more. But she's finally here. He's gonna unhook the front half of his trailer right there where he's standing. That neck will pull away, and then I can just back the tractor right up on there and pull her right off. So with any new piece of equipment, it's a learning curve. There's the isobus for the scale, plug for lights and such. But the one thing we noticed right away, that guy. We don't have that. I do believe that's what we would call like a case drain, so you're going to be pumping oil like crazy to it, and then it's going to need to release the pressure back. And there's an R stamped in right here, so we're thinking that's for a return, so we need the fitting for right here. Hopefully. Please, dear God, be all that it is. Start figuring this out. Hopefully the owner's manual's in there. The truck driver, he knows speaking much English, so he just kind of dropped it off and left. Went to Deere, got new nozzles, diaphragms ordered on the sprayer. Got this stuff all organized over here. Yeah. Okay, back to the spreader. Did not have luck figuring out the parts needed on that. Gonna do a little Googling, see what I can come up with. This afternoon kind of became a waste for me in that I was driving around looking at other neighbors' four-wheel drives, trying to see what theirs is set up like. And of course, none of them have the same setup. Nobody has the same setup as anybody, so that was a pain in the butt. Meanwhile, Glenn, being Superman, was working on this, so the wire, everything is stretched tight because it says in the book to turn your tractor 90 degrees to the hitch, measure for the drive shaft, and then cut it. We got to cut. I got to straighten it back out a little bit to get that end back on. Got this end bolted in place. Hoses are good and tight, so that means, well, if you turn this tight, you're kind of a moron, but you know, things go wrong. We know it'll at least be okay until everything's not okay. Here's big part of what was taking so long, the Isobus. This is brand new harness, goes to all these scales. If I didn't point it out earlier, there's all the load cells, 5 per side. I'm interested to see how this thing works. They're going to be here tomorrow, come walk us through everything, get everything working, which means we've got to get this guy hooked up. Bart's been here. Everyone agrees this is where we need. According to what we were finding, trying to search John Deere at the dealership, it was a hose that connects here and drains back. Everyone agrees where the big R is, that's your return flow for a tank. So we got to get a fitting that is that size, or get one of their couplers, which their end is a female, and convert this end to male. Anywho, that's the problem for tomorrow. Right now, sun's going down. It's a beautiful evening. I'll go check cows, go home, have a beverage. Catch you guys later.